What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are heading to actually pick up some stuff for Aston, but yeah, we're heading to pick up stuff for Aston in the Aston, which means first official cold startup in actual lighting, so it's not like pitch black outside, of the new VelocityAP 200 cell high flow cats with the full muffler delete. We got the GT4 Supersport exhaust from them. It's ridiculously loud. I honestly didn't expect it to be this loud, so either way, let's just jump to it. Cold start, let's go. Wait for it. I'll see you later, Aston. All right, we gotta take the other Aston to pick up some stuff for you, Aston. So I'll be back, okay? Good boy. And yes, that is the car you can hear outside. That's the other Aston. Good boy. That's crazy loud. Wow. I mean, just listening to it at idle, that like low grumble that it has now, absolutely love it. VelocityAP, fantastic exhaust. Obviously, you don't have to go with the Supersport. I think they have a Sport and then another one that's even less than that, so not quite as loud if you do a muffler delete kind of thing. But we went full muffler delete, obviously 200 cell high flow cats. Let's get in and let's take this bad boy for a spin because, well, that's what you do when you got the manual transmission, a V8, and that glorious exhaust. Wow, it's just so loud. Ready? So we're at 3,500 RPM right now in second gear. Wait for it. Oh my gosh. What have I done? Oh man. Oh, the classic tunnel run with the new exhaust. This thing is absurd, but I absolutely love it. This V8 engine just sounds incredible, and this VelocityAP exhaust just opens it up and lets it sing. Oh my gosh. Even downshifts with this thing just sound incredible. You get like the little burbles and everything. Oh my gosh. If you're looking for an exhaust, VelocityAP, they have multiple options. It doesn't have to be this loud, but obviously, I mean, why not, right? Now, VelocityAP also has a full cat delete, which I opted not to do, and thank goodness. Now, obviously, I went with the 200 cell cats because it stays compliant with emissions. You don't have to get like a ECU tune or anything like that to code out any engine errors because you use the stock O2 sensors. It still has a 200 cell cat versus a 600 cell cat, so just more high flow, but there's still, catalytic converters there to help clean up some of the emissions. But the exhaust sounds good. We're cruising at like 3,800 RPMs and you can still kind of hear it. And if I just get on it a little bit, so we're at 5,000 RPM. I don't know what to say, guys, but it brings a smile to my face and I love it. It's glorious. Woo! My neighbors are gonna hate me though. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, but it was worth it. It was worth it, guys. So they had a Black Friday special. I think it was like 20 or 30% off. I got the high flow cats and the Supersport pipes for the muffler delete for a total, I think, like $2,200 or $2,300. And I think I paid like another $30 to have them like imported because it's from Canada. But oh my goodness, worth every penny. Worth every penny, guys. All right, guys, this is cruising along at 3,000 RPM in fourth gear. All right, I'm gonna get on it here and do a downshift because all right, so we're gonna slow down a little bit. We're gonna do downshift. Woo! Oh man, you can hear the grumble still. Oh, this car sounds incredible. All right, guys. Oh, every time. Woo, this thing brings a smile to my face. Even more so than before. Even more so. I'm gonna get in trouble though. The other day I was getting on the highway, and as I was getting on, I was just, you know, rolling through the gears to enjoy the symphonic melodies coming out of the back. And I looked down at Waze, and it says there's a cop like, I don't know, 100 yards ahead. I'm like, oh, great. Luckily there wasn't one. That was a close call. I may have been doing a little, just slightly over the speed limit. So you gotta, yeah, it's. I mean, what else are you gonna do, right? You gotta roll through the gears. You gotta hear the shifting, the different rev ranges. It just sounds incredible. VelocityAP, you've outdone yourself. So, if you guys want to sponsor me and send me that ECU tune, that would be awesome. Otherwise, I guess I'll have to save up and get that in the future. But either way, this thing, man, this exhaust system, phenomenal. All right, I hope you guys really enjoyed the cold startup and the little driving clips there. We got my dog Aston here. Yeah, we actually got him before I got the car, and I just happened to find it locally, and it worked out nicely. So now I have two Astons, and they're both fantastic. So VelocityAP. So I paid $2,315.86 for the high flow cats, the GT4 Supersport exhaust, and that included shipping. So very happy with that price. I got it on Black Friday, or like the Black Friday week or whatever, when they were running discounts on things. So I bought both of those together. They were shipped together. I think it took about a month to ship. No, less than a month. I don't know. It wasn't that long, maybe like 3 weeks, something like that. It ships from Canada, and I think I owe like $30 on some like import duty kind of thing. Either way, $2,300, just over that, I guess. I don't know, probably I paid less than, I think, like $2,350 for it. So that was my cost. Now I think it would be closer to $3,000 or a little bit over $3,000 if you don't buy it on Black Friday. But either way, insanely loud. It sounds incredible, and the install process is pretty straightforward. Now VelocityAP does include extra hardware, which is fantastic because it's just kind of like a known thing. A lot of those bolts and nuts on the on the stock cats, or the catalytic converters, they just get so rusted, and when you go to take them off, snaps right off. So we used some PB Blaster. We also used, you know, just like a torch to heat them up, see if we could loosen some of the rust off. I think 4 of the 6 snapped, so it didn't really matter. And we just replaced the other ones because, well, the bolts that VelocityAP gives are perfect. I would rather have clean, nice bolts on there, and, you know, nothing rattling loose in the future. So we use their hardware, which is fantastic. They obviously include gaskets as well. So there's the little gasket that goes in between the header where it connects to the cats. Install, like I said, pretty straightforward. You have the 3 bolts. It really helps to have a wobble joint. That is like key. Wobble joints, extenders, and then even just like some power ones if you have like a power wrench, socket wrench, whatever. But yeah, you can do the job yourself, but it definitely helps to either have something to rest the cats on or have somebody else there with you, because like when we were taking the O2 sensors off, you know, I would hold the cats and John could get good leverage to loosen them up or to put them back on. So it definitely helps to have 2 people, 2 sets of hands. Now you can obviously like lean it on things and remove the O2 sensors before fully taking it off, but that's neither here nor there. So again, huge shout out to Enthusiast Auto Collectors and John for helping me out with the install there. 3 bolts on each side for each cat. Then you had, I guess, 1 nut that you had to loosen on those the clamps where the cats go into the H-pipe. So those clamps, just loosen them up, and then the pipes basically just pull apart. So that was obviously pretty simple and straightforward. Now luckily neither of those snapped, so we were good there. We used some heat, used a torch gun, hit them with some PB Blaster, let them sit. And then we worked on the muffler and then came back to them and loosened them right up. Muffler, also pretty simple. You remove that sort of like, I guess like, I don't know, plastic belly pan thing. I think there's like, I don't know, 6 or 8 little like screws that come out of it. I think they're Torx screws. So those come out. And then to remove the muffler, there's really 2 bolts where the H-pipe gets bolted to the muffler itself. So there's 2 bolts on each side. You want to come at those bolts from the front, because what is the nut on the back, it's actually like welded in place. So those don't turn at all. You just need to hit it from the front of the car facing backwards. Those 2 bolts on each side. And then there's, again, those little like clamp things that go around it where the muffler feeds into the tips that go basically to the silver exhaust tips. And you just loosen those clamps. So in the back, even more straightforward. Once you do that, there's, I guess, 2 little like plastic hangers on the muffler. And what we did is we just unscrewed the 2 bolts on each of those. So 4 bolts on each side, 2 per plastic hanger. So there's 8 total. We actually removed those bolts and then just dropped the whole muffler out with those on. Now, in order to drop the muffler out, we had to remove that little like, I guess the part we removed would be considered like a diffuser. It's just kind of like that flat piece across the back. We removed that because the muffler was catching on it a little bit, and obviously I didn't want to break it or anything. So that's, again, just 4 screws or bolts, whatever you want to call them, 2 on each side. And then on the one side, there's like a plastic wheel well kind of liner, and we just sort of removed, I think there's 3 screws underneath, 3 or 4 underneath, and then we did 2 screws that are sort of in the wheel well. One of them is kind of tricky to get to because it's very tight with the wheel. So I actually just held like a Phillips flathead screwdriver at a big angle and was able to loosen it up. Obviously putting the Supersport exhaust in was super simple because, well, you don't really need clearance. It's just 2 individual pipes on each side that go straight back. So very easy. But overall, pretty simple process. For the muffler itself, I got there around 5, and I think I left around 9. However, we didn't start working on it, I don't think, until like 5:30 or 6, because they had that Escalade on the lift. They were finishing that up and got that out of there. So we didn't really start working until probably like 6:30, but obviously like 6, that's, you know, getting the car on the lift, getting it up, checking everything out, and then starting to loosen things up. So let's just say 3.5 hours, start to finish, doing the cats and the muffler. But again, thank you so much to John, Enthused Auto Collectors. Without your help, definitely wouldn't have been able to get that done that quickly. Having the proper tools, that's probably the biggest thing. That wobble joint is huge. Having some extenders, multiple size socket wrenches, and then just 2 people to do it. So while he was loosening some stuff, I could go to the back and start loosening things, hit it with more PB Blaster, etc., etc. But very simple, very straightforward. The VelocityAP stuff, high quality, looks fantastic. And sounds even better. So very happy with the end result. Hope you guys enjoyed that. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. But they do Black Friday special, so definitely be on the lookout around that time if you're looking for any exhaust stuff. I think they have a full tune kit, so that comes with like the adapter that plugs into the car as well as the tune itself. And they might, I don't know if they sell the twin plate clutch or not. If the car needs a new clutch and doing the clutch upgrade, that was on sale for Black Friday as well. And I thought about buying it just to have it in the future, but I think it was like $4 or $5 grand. But I've heard it's definitely worth it. It helps the car rev up much faster, and it's just a much stronger and more robust clutch in general. But either way, that's going to be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel would really help me out. Would really appreciate it. And until next time, thanks for watching.